Wow. Welcome in CBS Sports HQ NBA analyst John Gonzalez. Thunder complete an epic comeback, down by as many as 29, down by 26 at halftime. Largest halftime deficit overcome to win a playoff game in NBA history. John, this is the definition of bonkers.
Yeah, devastating if you're the Grizzlies,
Yes.
right? I mean, Memphis was having a fantastic night. They thought, okay, whatever happened in Oklahoma City, we left it there. We come out. They were playing great, Akeem. They scored 40 points in the first quarter. They had 77 at the half. Even after Ja went out, you thought, okay, well, this is enough of a cushion. You got a 26-point lead at the half. And the second that he went down, everything flipped. They went from having all the hustle plays, all the physicality, all the movement, the effort, the momentum on their side to it flipping to Oklahoma City. And Oklahoma City, they have been this team all season long where you saw in the first half, they were down big, didn't matter. Nice and even keeled. And then as Ja went out and they realized, they looked around, they said, we're going to be fine. And then they just played their game. They just kept at it and kept at it. Couldn't hit a shot in the first half. Second half, couldn't miss a shot. First half, couldn't get a stop. Second half, the Grizzlies couldn't get a bucket to go because Oklahoma City just put the absolute clamps on them. Everything changed. And if you're the Grizzlies, you've now lost, or you're the face of your franchise, maybe Triple J's your best player, but the face of your franchise, Ja Morant, once again, another devastating injury. Just a cruel, brutal night for Memphis.
Would you expect him to even play in a game 4?
You know, I don't know because we've seen so many different injuries with Ja Morant this season. Earlier in the year, he went up to throw down the business end of an alley-oop and fell on his hip in a similar way and missed extended time. This one was probably more unexpected because Lou Dort slipped and you didn't expect him to just end up underneath Ja Morant, but the impact seemed awfully simple.
This is devastating. As you said, you lose your best player in Ja Morant and you blow a 29-point lead. They were up by 26 at halftime, the largest comeback in NBA playoff history in terms of being down at halftime. Wow. Game 4 again is Saturday. Ja Morant, we don't know his status for that game, but as you heard John there, why put him in that game? The other game in the late window here, Clippers dominate the Nuggets to take a 2-1 series lead. The Nuggets were really never in this game, Ja. I mean, they were 7 of 26 from 3. They've now lost 5 of their last 6 games when making fewer than 10 threes. I mean, this was James Harden, Norm Powell, and Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, great night for the Clippers. Clippers have just been really good at home over the course of the season. They've won 31 of their last 38 at home dome, including tonight, which was their first playoff game in that building. They looked fantastic. 4 or 5 starters in double figures, 3-point shooting. They shot the lights out, 46% from deep. The defense was fantastic, held the Nuggets to in the 80s, and then Kawhi Leonard goes for 21. Zubac 19-9. Norm Powell got it going. Chris Dunn played great defense. The wall, that fan section in the one end of the Intuit Dome that's floor to ceiling fans that's unbroken. They had little hats on, little horse hats on to throw Nikola Jokic off. He's a big horse lover. I mean, everybody was, you know what this was? This was 2 halves of the Clippers playing great and enjoying themselves, as opposed to Memphis only got 1 half and then the bottom fell out. Well, in LA, they got 4 quarters of just everything went right for the Clippers.
I mean, we saw the frustration from Nikola Jokic on the sideline. They fired their coach. Clearly, the leadership is in question. Right now, the direction. Look, I mean, when you look at those first 2 games, they were close. They were decided by 5 points, and this game's decided by 34. Like, what went wrong for Denver?
It was a 2-man game tonight. Nikola Jokic had another triple-double, and this was a good triple-double. We talked about in Game 2, it was kind of like a bad triple-double by his standards because he was throwing the ball all over the place. A lot of turnovers, a lot of mental mistakes, which is hugely uncharacteristic for Joker. Tonight, he played great. The problem was nobody else did. Jamal Murray was fine, but Michael Porter Jr., he was bad in Game 1. He was good in Game 2. Guess what? You got bad Michael Porter Jr., at least like non-active Michael Porter Jr. again tonight. Christian Brown didn't get much out of him. Russell Westbrook and the bench were horrible. Russell Westbrook only played 9 minutes. David Adams, the new head coach, has had this weird rotation where he's decided, I'm going to go with whoever the hot hand is. Well, the problem with that strategy is you didn't have any hot hands outside of Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray, and they got run off the floor from the beginning. They were never in this game, Akeem. The Clippers came to play tonight, and Denver absolutely did not.
They win by 34 in honor of all the toilets at the Intuit Dome. The Clippers flush the Nuggets. Brunson's momentum granted the no call, and the Knicks hang on to win it. 118-116. Jalen Brunson clutch in clutch time. He had 12 of his 30 points in the fourth quarter. A lot of them coming with less than 5 minutes to play in the game. And the Knicks take a 2-1 series lead. For the Pistons, their 8th straight home playoff loss. They have not won a home playoff game since 2008. And the Knicks take a 2-1 series lead where they had 4 20-point scorers for the first time in a playoff game since 1972. They had to earn this one.
The one thing about Cat is he doesn't lack confidence. He's a very, very confident guy. So, I felt that, the type of game we had was a low-scoring game. He was loaded up on, but that's not going to take away to his approach in the next game. The next game he has to believe. He came out with the mindset of attacking right from the start, and I think that was important for him and us. But he's been through a lot of these things before. I think for particularly big guys, when they're loading up and putting 2 and 3 guys on you, you got to score different ways. You got to really score off your movement and your activity, and I thought he did that.
So Cat went from meowing in game 2 meow, to growling in game 3. 10 points in game 2, 31 in game 3, added 8 rebounds as well. And Karl Anthony Towns with his second career 30-point playoff game, his first with the Knicks. They take a 2-1 series lead, game 4, back in Detroit on Sunday. The Battle of Florida continues.
Chứ không phải bỏ đâu.
Làm cân điều mình.
Êu.
Phải cần êu. Không biết lựa chỗ nào.
Hảo, mình ngáo à.
Ok chưa?
Xin chào cả mọi người đã quay trở lại với kênh của mình. Hôm nay mình sẽ tiếp tục hướng dẫn các bạn làm vòng nhé. Vòng hôm nay của mình sẽ có tiêu đề là bông sen. Bây giờ mình sẽ bắt đầu.
Mày lấy đầu thắng lên xem nào. Ngừng cao đầu thắng lên xem nào.
Em
Cho nó bị chen được vào. Ok chưa?
Được nha.
Rồi thế rồi.
Mãi em.
Kệ. Cắt nửa đầu.
Đâu phải tư.
Ok rồi, có lắm từ.
Bây giờ anh có làm gì không?
Có.
Giờ có làm gì ra đây tại có làm gì?
No. Thằng em này cơ.
Ồ, thế là người ta xem nhìn thấy điện thoại rồi.
Thằng em này cơ. Xem này.
Xin chào tất cả các bạn đã quay trở lại với kênh YouTube của mình nhé. Trong video của ngày hôm nay mình sẽ vẽ cho các bạn xem cây vani. Bây giờ mình sẽ bắt đầu vẽ luôn này.
Này có tí một bôi phù nhé. Tự đưa.
mọi người đây. Màu trắng.
Cái gì? Là cái gì ở cái tranh bệnh này, để xem. Cái gì đây? Này đây. Cái gì ở cái tranh bệnh này, không sạch đi. Đi đâu? Đi đâu? Hả?
Đánh ai? Ai làm gì vào đấy?
Hả? Tranh bệnh này, đi xem. Rửa chân đi xem. Ra phải rửa chân đi nhá.